Coach, would you mind just starting us off with the opening statement?
Yeah, a big win, 1-0. It's all that matters. Obviously, it wasn't pretty. We jumped out on them early and kind of put it in cruise control, and so we got to get better as a football team, as a coaching staff. But we're always going to celebrate the wins around here, and we're 1-0 versus a good quality opponent. Credit to Lamar for being ready and giving us all we wanted. Questions?
All right, we'll start off with Wes Pruitt. Wes?
Yeah, Coach. Just real quick, what's your thoughts on Lincoln Pear being able to get back on the field following his injuries? And then secondly, what's your thoughts on UTSA going to town?
Yeah, Lincoln is a big time leader for us. He's on our leadership council. He was basically like a second running back coach for us last year, and just provided that stability in that room, and him and Ish are great leaders in there, and it was great to see him back on the field. And I thought he played really well. I thought he showed good burst, great ball security, and just someone we can really depend on. And then obviously UTSA, great opponent, really well coached, great scheme, great players. It's going to be quite the challenge for us.
All right, we'll jump over to Jackson. Jackson, please go ahead.
Hey, Coach. Obviously, there's been a lot of talk in the offseason about Jordan McLeod coming down there for you guys. What did you think of his performance in this first game?
I thought he played well. I thought we started off really, really fast. I thought his eyes were in the right spots. I thought he threw the ball really well. I thought he made good decisions. Just talking to him, just filling out the receivers and the flow of the game. I think anytime you can do it in practice, you can do it in scrimmage settings, but until you're really out there under the lights, it's always a little different. So I'm sure he'll make a big jump from week 1 to week 2.
Thank you.
Yep. Go over to Jacob Rodriguez. Jacob.
Hey, Coach. Good morning. Happy Labor Day.
Morning.
I wanted to talk more about UTSA. Does the match mean anything more in year 2 for you?
I don't think so. Obviously, it was a big game for us last year, and it'll be a big game for us this year. And like I said, man, obviously everyone knows the history between me and Coach Traylor, and it's not just Coach Traylor though. I mean, you look at their coaches on their staff. I either played for them in high school, played for them in college, or have a relationship with them somehow, or work with them at Arkansas. I mean. You pretty much just go down the list of their coaches, and we either played for them, coached for them, or something like that. So really, really big game for us personally, but obviously as a university and school, it's a big game as well, rivalry game. And once again though, man, those guys are really, really good.
Go over to Sam. Sam?
Hey, Coach Kinne. Joey obviously had kind of the crazy catch, staying in bounds and able to score on it. Is that something you're able to coach, or is that just something he's born with? And what do you think of his performance, this weekend?
Yeah, I'd like to say I coached that. I had nothing to do with that. That was, his parents right there. So he's a heck of a player, man. He tends to find those, and obviously people see the staying in bounds touchdown. He hurdled a guy in the touchdown, but maybe the best play of all was he just ran a simple stop route and on our switch verts concept, and the ball was a little high and outside. And it was an unbelievable catch. So he just tends to make those plays and big time moments, and throughout his career, and especially now at Texas State, he's just a really special player and a great leader. I think that's probably been the biggest thing from year 1 to year 2 is his leadership qualities, and how he's handled the off season, and how he's handled the preseason and training camp. And then on Saturday when kind of things were snowballing on us, I thought he really rallied the troops, and not only vocally, but on the field as well.
Got time for a follow-up from Jacob. Jacob, please go ahead.
Yeah, just wanted to know, Coach, obviously penalties, big talking point. Was there any position group? I know you guys were mixing in a lot of personnel groups, different people in the mix. How much do you think that was like personnel based versus just first game jitters?
I think it was probably a combination. of everything. And that was the one thing, we preached all off season, and you watch the week 0 and the rest of the week 1 games, it tend to happen to people. And so we were preaching it. So it's disappointing that, we weren't better in those areas. But, I think, like I said, anytime, practice and scrimmages, that sounds good. But until you're out there under the lights and there's referees on every snap, it just is what it is. So we got to continue to get better. And I got a lot of faith in our coaches and our players to get it right. You look back throughout the years as my head coach, same thing happened at UIW versus Southern Illinois. Had a big win and we had a bunch of penalties. So I got to do better as a coach, and our coaches got to be better as coaches as well.
Thank you, and thank you, Coach.